Yep, this is a part 2 because I tried to do something really, really smart. It didn't work with the recording. Yeah, so now this video is now in 2 parts. Or maybe more. We'll see. Let's continue as Richie tells us about this pattern.
Atmospheric or global warming resulting from the presence of heat-trapping gases in the atmosphere, i.e. greenhouse gas. Such gases are relatively transparent to sunshine, but
Actually, let me try and do what I was trying to do.
Long wavelength
Bear with me a second.
radiation released by the Earth.
So let's have a look at this patent. Hopefully, if this worked, you should seamlessly go on to me doing this, and then seamlessly go back onto Richie's video. A method is described for reducing atmospheric or global warming resulting from the presence of heat-trapping gases in the atmosphere, i.e. from the greenhouse effect. Such gases are relatively transparent to sunshine, but absorb strongly a long wavelength infrared radiation released by the Earth. Ugh. Yeah. Sorry, my tablet won't stay still. So yeah. How do we know it's an actual patent though? Where's the evidence? Is this on Wikipedia? No. It's an actual patent. Okay.
The method includes the step of seeding the layer of heat-trapping gases in the atmosphere with particles of materials characterized by wavelength-dependent emissivity.
I'll just let Richie continue reading it because I can't be bothered because I'm dyslexic.
Such materials include Welsbach materials and the oxides of metals that have high emissivity, I can't say that, and thus low reflectives.
Not the only one that has spelling troubles.
What does that mean? Here's the background of the invention. What is claimed? A summary.
Hold on. Let's go back. Let's have a look. Innovation of the method. Boring. The warming has been a great concern of many environmental scientists. Blah 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 blah. Yep. One proposed solution to the problem of global warming involves the seeding of the atmosphere with metallic particles. Aluminium coated glass. There is some evidence for this, yep, that they are doing that. Yep. Quite a lot of evidence actually in some parts of the world. But this was, I watched this video and researched this, basically aluminium coated glass supposedly being pumped all over the place and the evidence being found, okay? That was like 3 years ago, long before Richie. Oh, actually, Richie has never even mentioned that story. Even though the forerunner of that story is actually, well, it appears to be basically controlled opposition. I'll show you maybe if I can find it. There's no point me talking about it in great detail, but the guy who's leading the whole entire campaign against chemtrails, this big campaign, is actually an inside man, given away by some very obvious symbolism. But if I can find the video and find the website, I'll show you it. No point in talking about it more here. Richie's never mentioned it, or him.
The invention, what is claimed, a summary of the invention. A method is disclosed for reducing atmospheric warming due to the greenhouse.
Pause the video if you want to read this.
The step of seeding the greenhouse emissivity, whatever.
Calm down, dyslexia.
In that said materials have high reflective emissivity, whatever.
It's better than what's seen this for you.
What a quantity of tiny particles of materials characterized by wavelength-dependent emissivity, whatever, in emissivity, whatever, in emissivity, whatever, in reflect gas layer and emissivity, whatever, in reflectivity. In that said, materials have high reflectivity, we'll call it, visible and infrared wavelength.
One more time.
Blah 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 blah. Wavelength dependent emissivity, whatever, in reflectivity. In that said, materials have high reflectivity, we'll call it, visible and infrared wavelength. Blah 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 blah. The oxide. Blah 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 blah. The oxide. Emissive reflectivity, we'll call it, visible and infrared wavelength.